Hey guys, what's going on? It is Andy Elliott. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to close high ticket clients. As a matter of fact, the most effective way to close high ticket clients. Now, by the way, I'm going to teach you some stuff today that if you're in the high ticket closing space, you're going to freaking love, okay? And this is about positioning yourself, which is you, as the only, that means only choice for premium clients. What does that mean? The best clients that pay the most money. Write this down. Solve little problems, get paid little commissions. Solve big daddy problems, get paid big daddy commissions, okay? So when someone reaches out to you, number one, I'm going to give you 8 ways to think, to be able to close these deals. But also, before we get into these 8 things, I want to talk to you about something that I think will really separate you from everyone else in the world, okay? And I want you to write these 4 things down right here. These things are really important to me. This is what I believe. This isn't a manipulation tool. This is my core belief, okay? Number 1, you got to get people to disconnect from the money. Okay? Anytime that money's on the table, people will never chase their why. They'll never go after their big dreams because they're always thinking about money. So if somebody reaches out and they're like, yeah, I'm killing it, I'm crushing it, I'm doing $5 million a year. You know, a lot of people are like, oh my God, this guy doesn't need my help. Well, listen, let me ask you this. So you're good, so your wife's good, your kids are good, all that's great, right? But what about everyone else? Right? This is a time where you're going to another level. You got to disconnect from the money because now we got to get everyone else where you are, right? I know that you're good, but that's kind of like disrespectful to God. We got to get everybody else there now. Okay? So I need you to disconnect from the money for a minute. That means the money that they have. Also, I also get people to disconnect from the money that they have. Look, let's think about what you really want. The last 30 seconds of your life, you go to die. Do you want your life to count? Do you want your life to matter? Look, there's 1 of 2 roads. There's the life you currently have, and there's the life that you want. There's the good life, the great life, and there's the GOAT life. You know, the GOAT life, the one that everybody wants, right? Well, you can have that life too, okay? But you got to be able to disconnect from the money, okay? So that's going to be disconnect from the money. Number 2, identity. Everybody in this world, in order to go to another life, they're going to have to change their identity. Their identity is who you are or who you think you are is the life that you have now. If you want to have a different life, you got to think differently. You got to believe you're someone else. And so you're going to have to do this to be on these calls, to be able to close more high ticket deals. But also you're going to have to be able to get your clients on the call to also shift their identity. And they can do that if you do your job right. Number 3 is going to be belief. People have to change their belief system. People either operate out of 1 of 2 mindsets. Scarcity mindset, there's a limited amount, there's not enough for everybody, or an abundance mindset. Look, I can give it all away and I'm still going to have the storehouse filled every day of my life, okay? So it's like live in abundance or live in scarcity. And by the way, I want you to understand this. 95% of the world has had scarcity beaten into them at a core level as a kid or at some point in their life, okay? So when they talk to you, you must have the abundance mindset. High ticket closers have the abundance mindset and they're able to allow their clients to borrow that courage so that they can also live in abundance. And number 4, perspective. Look, a lot of people walk into work every day, they see everything that's wrong. A lot of people walk into work and they see everything that's right. I believe in everybody. Honestly, my job is to brainwash people to believe in themselves, think bigger, and go after their best life. That's my job. The news brainwashes people to be afraid and scared. I brainwash people to believe that they can do anything, they can take over the world, they can change their life, break their bloodline, break generational curses, and rewrite their story. You guys get it? Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video. This book I am more fired up about than anything else I've ever released in my entire life. I literally would have given my legs to have this book the last 25 years. I've spent 5 months in Dubai when I was gone building this entire book with the 50th most deadliest closes on planet Earth that will work in any industry. And you guys can get this book right now. Go down to the description box below on this YouTube video and click the link. Fill out your information and you guys can get your book. Remember, this book right here is going to change your life and you guys can get it now. Go down, get it, and then let's get back to the video. This is how to close high ticket deals. By the way, if you're looking at this book that I'm holding right here, it is high ticket closing. It is a dangerous training manual. It is the top 50 closes that I have released. This book just got released right here. You can see it. It's all 50, word for word. You memorize these. You'll be the most dangerous high ticket closer on planet Earth that works in any industry. There's a link below. You can just click on it in the description box. You guys can order this book. It's important. Let's talk about these 8 things really quick. Let's train. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. Let me walk you through these. Okay? If we stop the video just with these 4, disconnect from the money, identity, belief, and perspective, should already have you being dangerous. Now, I'm going to walk you through some stuff. Mindset shift. High ticket clients buy value, not price. A lot of people, when they're thinking about, a high ticket, they're thinking about the price. Think about the value. Okay? Does this thing, this training system, this event, this mastermind, this thing that they're buying, these coaching calls, does it solve big problems? Yes or no? Okay, on this side of the sheet of paper, let's write down right now these problems that they have. What kind of cost is it with these problems in their life? Are they $100,000 a year problems? Are they $500,000 a year? Are they $1 million problems? Versus how much does it cost to buy this? You got to create that much value. If I was talking to a sales team, right? And I'm like, look, you got 10 guys on your team. The average guy loses a deal a day. Each deal's $1,000. That's $10,000 a day. You guys work 25 days a month. That's $250,000 a month. You take that by, X amount of months in a year, 12 months in a year, 250,000 times 12. Just do the math. This training system that's $2,000 a month, that's $5,000 a month for your entire team to learn the word tracks, learn the training, be able to get their mindset right, learn how to be great speakers, learn how to overcome objections. I mean, guys, you're losing $250,000 now, so really it's not costing you anything. If you spend the $2,000 or the $5,000 on the training system for your team to get great, you're really making the $245,000 that you're losing. So if you don't buy the training, you're bleeding $250,000 in your company. Right? So don't do anything at all. Just keep losing 250 grand. That sounds silly. The value exceeds the price. The price is never too high. So number 1, have a mindset shift. Don't think about the money. Think about the problem that it's solving and think about what the problem is costing them. What's the leak? Remember, we have coaching or you have a product. What is the leak? And then what is the opportunity? Again, flip side is, if I can stop the deal a day that's being missed and you guys get that deal, imagine if they were so good, they got an additional deal. Oh my God, now the team has a $500,000 a month swing because they're not missing the deal and his team is so good, they're getting another deal. Leaks, opportunities, mindset shift. Pre-qual. What does that mean? Pre-qualification. How to identify serious buyers. I always ask people, were you guys coming in today just to get some information, right? Or were you coming in today to actively solve the problem that you guys have? We want to solve the problem. Awesome. It's very simple. Oh, we're just getting information. We're not wanting to solve this problem. So, okay, awesome. And by the way, that's fine. I'll be happy to give you the information, but you're saying that if the solution existed and you guys could get it, you would stop bleeding the money and then the opportunities that existed for you to make more money or actually to do better, you would actually not do it? You'd want to continue to wait? Yeah, we're not doing anything for 90 days. Okay, cool. Hand them off some information, but they're not that serious. They haven't reached the pain line yet. Do you feel me? So do a little pre-qual. Were you guys here today to get some information or were you guys here today to find a solution to solve your problem? And do your head like this or it could be like this, okay? Number 3, certainty is king. I know you guys have heard this. Write this down. Self-esteem, self-belief, self-confidence. These 3 things are super important. Certainty is king. Whoever believes the most wins, okay? And so confidence makes clients trust you. There's this thing I learned when I was younger. If they like you, they'll listen to you. If they believe you, they'll buy from you, okay? So certainty is everything. You gotta make people believe. By the way, this cool thing is, in the front of this 50 Closes book, I actually start out, it's the book of Deadly Scripts. It says Dangerous Training Manual. I actually start out here teaching you, right here, how to go in and create fast wins with the mindset of sales, even before I get into the 50 objections. I put 42 pages at the beginning that literally will show you how to be a top performer in the world and become a master communicator, a master closer, and a master thinker. Okay? Emotional connection. This is a big one. I love this. This doesn't happen a lot. Connect with their why. Notice this right here. What did I say connect with? Their why. Like, why are they reaching out? Like, why today? You know what I'm saying? If you have a fitness weight loss company, I'm just giving an example and somebody's reaching out. Maybe 2 years ago, they tried something and then, they fell off or it was too complicated, so they didn't make it happen. So they just gave up on it. But then now they're looking in the mirror the other day or today, and they're 60 pounds overweight and they saw an ad and they clicked on it. And you're like, look, well, number one, what happens if we don't do something today? Well, there's a consequence. You look up in, maybe 2 years and you're maybe even 60 pounds heavier. Or the why is because you look at yourself and everybody deserves to see what their dream body would look like. Am I right? Cool. So you made that decision now that you're not okay with the way that you are and that you're ready to make a change. They say when the pain overrides the fear of change, people change. I call it the pain line. When you look in the mirror and you're like, man, I'm tired of my own crap. I don't want to be like this anymore. No problem. All we need to do is ensure that this time that it's not complicated, it's easy to follow, and it's not a crash diet. It's actually a new lifestyle, one that you can live, and let's shed all this weight. Is that what you're looking for? Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, you deserve to see what your dream body looks like. Everybody does. Imagine if I played a video right now of you looking up in 120 days from now, looking in the mirror, and you were able to fit into any clothes you want. You felt great about yourself and you had the energy to run around. You loved yourself more, which would allow you to love everyone else in your life more. Wouldn't that be cool? Cool. That's the why, not just their wallet. So connect with their why, not just their wallet. Guys, disconnect from the money. We're going to ask our clients to do it, but I need you to do it too, okay? Scarcity and urgency. Create FOMO, fear of missing out. I just launched a coaching program. It literally, I only took on 100 coaches. I got online, I said, I'm taking 100 coaches for this program. It's a 30-day program, and I'm literally going to build the top coaches in the world. We had 280 coaches when I gave the call to action try to buy. We took 100, and then the payment gateway shut off. It literally cut them off, and 180 couldn't buy it. When I said I was only taking 100, and by the way, we only really took 100. So it's like, don't say something you're really not going to keep your word to, but create urgency, create fear of missing out. Maybe it's a new product launch that's going to go out there, and maybe right now it's only $1,000, but after 72 hours, it's going to go to $2,500. So you're like, you're going to buy it anyways. You're going to want the results anyway. So you might as well get it right now for a third of the price. Does that make sense? Okay. And so create some type of FOMO. All right, 3 more here. Okay. Power of silence. Use pauses to make them lean in. Okay, so it would go something like this. I'm talking to a client and he says, Andy, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to kind of hold off for a minute. Okay. Listen, at the end of the day, it's your life. Okay, I love you, man. You reached out today because I'm pretty sure when you reached out, you're wanting to make a decision. And then you have your old self kicking back in. I always say there's a wolf on each shoulder. One wolf wants you to stay the same. It wants you to be afraid. It wants you to be scared. It's kind of a traitor to your dreams. It doubts you. And then the other wolf says, let's go get it. Let's change our life. Let's break generational habits. Let's break these curses. Let's rewrite our story. Let's break the bloodline. Okay? And do you know which wolf lives? The one you feed. And so today, if you're going to feed the scared wolf, guess what? Your life's going to stay the same. But if you feed the hungry wolf, the one that I think that made that phone call today, well, guess what? Your whole life's going to change. And guess what? This is one of those generational change of decisions. I had to make it in my life, and you're going to have to make it in yours. So, are your kids, your grandkids, your bloodline going to look up in 200 years and thank you for this decision today? Or there will be nothing to thank you for? Pause. You see the pauses? Okay. So power of silence, storytelling. This is easy. High ticket close that you made and how it changed a client. Well, number one, I have millions of stories about people reaching out to me. Some people have had literally had results in 30 minutes. I sell someone a training program. By the way, if you have something good that helps people, it's disrespectful not to sell it to them. Does that make sense? High ticket closing. This isn't for manipulation. If you have a good product, and it helps people, it is disrespectful not to sell it to them. Do you understand? Our job is to take the pressure. Our job is to take all the high prices, all these things in the world, and be able to have the exact thing to say at the time we need to say it, to make people feel good, to take the pressure off of them, to make it fun. okay? It's gonna cost X to fix that problem anyways. The reason why salespeople get paid good commission is so they can take the pressure out of the deal so the clients stay happy and we get paid good money to be able to do that. Does that make sense? Okay, so right here, storytelling is where you tell a story about one of your clients and how it's changed their life. Listen, Eddie, I've had people right now on the same program you're gonna buy literally call me back after 30 minutes and say, Andy, if I literally only used this product for 30 minutes, the last 30 minutes that I trained on this since I paid you, totally have changed my life. Just in 30 minutes. Now I know I have lifetime access to this, but I'm telling you, you kept your word. You said this would change my life, and it did. I got right in it, and I didn't think that you were telling me the truth, but man, this is insane. I love it. Thank you so much. I've had people that literally weren't making commissions. They weren't making money. They were last on the board. They were about to lose everything. They were going to get their car repoed. They were going to lose their house. And then they learn the things that we teach them, and literally they go out in the next week, they make enough money, not only to catch up on other bills, but also to put cash in the bank. You're gonna sit here in a week from now, what's your life gonna look like? Are you gonna look back and be that guy that's that far ahead? Or are you gonna look like the same person that's struggling and stuck and frustrated? See, tell the story about how your product has changed people's lives. To me, I just tell people all the time, I said, man, listen, once you make this decision, and you enter the portal and you get into this training system, if I could show you a video on an iPhone of what your life looked like 6 months from now, you'd literally fall to your knees right now and start crying. And it's the truth. Because the devil, he'll take as much as your mind as you'll give him. And basically, he tries to get a grip on everybody. And if you just fall in love with learning and training yourself and build accurate thinking, you become dangerous. And that's what this is all about. So does that make sense? Storytelling. And then last one, close price objections. Reframe as an investment. Look, I know people that spend money on their car. I know people that spend money on the S&P 500, on the stock market, on houses. The S&P 500, if you put $1,000 in it in a year, you got $1,500. If you go buy a house for $1 million, you may look up and it may be worth $1.1 million. If you spend $1,000 on yourself, in self-development, you could look up and have $100,000 in a year. Tell me what has 100x return. I don't know of one product, but human beings do. See, this is one of those things in your life where when you say the price, look, there's a price on the decision you're about to make. There's a price of staying the same, which means you do nothing at all. But if the top earner in your industry is making $1 million a year and you're only earning $100,000, it is costing you $900,000 a year, not knowing what that guy knows. Or the price of the training, you spend $1,000 or $1,500, and then you could make the $900,000 that the top earner earns, and now you're making the $900,000. So both choices today come with a price. Do you want the price of fixing your problem so you can gain the money that you want? Or do you want to stay stuck with the same price that you're paying now, which is losing all this money and holding on to your $1,000 or $1,500? See, reframe the price, reframe the objection, reframe it as an investment. And so I'm not sure what industry you're in today, but I want to tell you something. I've been doing sales since I was 18 years old, guys. I'm 45. We train tens of thousands of companies all around the world and hundreds of thousands of salespeople and business owners. I literally create programs that change people's life, but most importantly, I drop out free content like this one today so that you guys can sit here and learn, rethink. Number one, you disconnect from the money, you change your identity, change your belief, and change your perspective. We're in the land right now of unlimited money. It's infinity. You can get as much as you want, but I want to give you some key tips. Chase the man, not the money. Chase the woman you're supposed to be. Chase the man you're supposed to be. Okay? Train every day. Fall in love with learning. That's what I did. Changed my whole life. Guys, I was able to 50x plus my income in over 2 or 3 years just by becoming a psychopath and learning. So, I love you guys. I appreciate it. If you found a lot of value in this video, number one, comment below which part of it helped you the most, number one. Number two, make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? I drop heat all the time, and set your notification. So when I drop a video, you get it hit right away and you can watch it and boom, go crush it. And most importantly, share this video. If you know someone who's in sales or you know someone who's getting in sales, share the video right now. Most importantly, Go grab this book right now. Go down to the description box, click the link, order it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.